Hi, I'm Dan from Focus Magazine, and as you may have noticed, I've got a brand new iPad sitting in front of me. Now, we couldn't wait for the 28th of May release date, so we smuggled this into this room here because everyone in the office was so excited to see it. And we're going to give you the Focus take on the brand new iPad. Okay, so here is the moment I've been waiting for nearly 2 weeks now since we first ordered it. The iPad is right at the top, just lets you get it right away, nothing annoying. Let's pull it out. There we go. And I'm actually surprised. So the first thing I noticed is the weight. Now you can see it's really, really thin. I mean, it's not that much bigger than your iPhone in terms of thickness, but it's still quite heavy. But that's a nice thing. It's not, flimsy. I could probably drop it, be all right. I'm not going to. I might get fired if I do that. There's about 300 people outside the door right now waiting to see this. As you can see, I must say it does just look like a big iPod, but that isn't a bad thing. The main difference is this really nice aluminium finish that the iMacs now have today, and that gives it a real sort of sense of quality. And I'd imagine if you have an iPhone or an iPod, it gets scratched very easily in your pocket. But this probably has quite a good durability to it. It's going to, not that you'd batter it, but it'd take a bit of battering. So I'm just going to show you guys what it looks like. There we go. You can see on the sides, actually, they've replaced the volume buttons, and they've actually added a hold button. I've just noticed. I didn't know that. So the volume buttons are now plastic rather than the metal finish they used to be. Actually looks a bit better, if you ask me. And this hold button, obviously, so you can drop it in your bag and not worry about, sending strange emails to people. And at the top, you have the button before that sort of locks and switches off the screen. You've got a 3mm headphone jack there, so you can listen to whatever you want. And speakers just here. Now, we'll turn it on later, but I'd be quite interested to see how good those speakers are. And this is what's been possibly a bit of disappointment to some people, but there is the standard Apple jack. So there's no USB slots, so any connectivity you'll have to it will either be wirelessly or through here. Looking at the rest of the box, even though I kind of don't want to put this down, just to show you guys, we've got the obvious iPad instruction manual, typical Apple, just very few pages, no one's going to read that. And a little manual that tells you where the on and off switch is. But I'm guessing if you bought one of these, you probably don't need that either. And typical Apple packaging, that's just very minimalistic. You've just got your charger. And obviously, if you've bought this from America like we have, just check that out, you will have an American two-pronged charger, which is why if you want to plug it into a wall socket, you'll need one of these. But of course, you can charge it just via a computer with one of these. I have to say, I'm really impressed by the way the iPad looks and feels. But the real test is going to be turning it on. Is it going to be worth our time having bought it from eBay and using a US iPad in the UK? We'll get back to you with part 2 of this video, and I'm going to go off and turn it on.